Hi everyone, my name is Clements, and welcome to my presentation comparing a traditional and a modern organization. The modern organization I will be focusing on is Amazon, and the traditional organization I will be focusing on is General Electric or GE. Amazon is an online retailer that is very present in the US e-commerce market with almost 42% in 2020. GE is a very diversified corporation, so we will be focusing on their appliance sector just because some of their other sectors are business to business. So for comparison purposes, I want to focus on each company's interactions with individual customers. One similarity is their value discipline. At the top of each value page for Amazon and GE was about customers. Amazon defined that as customer obsession, and GE defined it as a passion for customers, but no matter which way they put it, both organizations put the customer above everything else, and the customer is at the core of every decision and every action. For the primary consumer, that's another similarity between the two corporations. Amazon, 80% of the consumers are homeowners, and for GE, they focus on homeowners for their appliance sector. For the market segmentation, Amazon uses micro-level segmentation that is based on purchase behavior in order to segment the market to each individual using very sophisticated AI. GE tries to segment the market more generally based on price and quality. They have a pricing strategy to keep their price very similar to their competitors, and then they try to drive the quality of their products in order to differentiate themselves in the market. As we discussed, both companies value the customer very highly. Part of that is building a relationship and fostering loyalty with customers. Amazon is laser focused on the customer, and they use technology in order to build relationships. For example, they have Prime, which meets the customer's need for quality products that are cheap and delivered very quickly. Prime allows customers to create a profile, which allows for one-click shopping and personalized recommendations that give each customer a tailored and unique experience. GE, on the other hand, focuses on building relationships with human interactions. They have face-to-face interviews with clients, and their sales reps fill out forms based on interactions with customers in order to get customer feedback and to make the customer feel heard. The use of AI and big data is very critical and growing in importance with today's digital age. Amazon uses AI to market in order to create personalized recommendations about products that each individual is likely to buy based on past purchase behavior and past browsing history. GE uses AI in order to look at their own products and make them better. For example, they try to make them more efficient using AI technology. They also use AI in their business operations, such as with asset management, in order to reduce their business costs. This use of AI allows them to market their price and quality strategy, versus with Amazon, AI is used to market individual products that are tailored to the individual person. Looking at a digital transformation event for each, I chose to focus on a failure event similarly to Sesame Street and how each company grew. For Amazon, the failure event was having to shut down Amazon Restaurant in 2019 in the US. Amazon Restaurant was a service that would deliver local foods using their delivery network. The GE failure I chose to focus on was GE Digital, which was a new business unit that was focused on bringing technology and digitalization to the other business units. Both companies tried to use their large size and brand name in order to succeed. For example, Amazon tried to use their large delivery network and their name of Amazon in order to compete. However, the market did not have a lot of opportunity, as the three main companies had over 3/4 of the market. With GE, they tried to put a lot of their employees and a lot of people and a lot of resources into GE Digital in order to make it work very quickly, and so they were not focused on the long term. After the digital transformation event, Amazon was able to focus more on their Whole Foods and their Prime delivery of things through Whole Foods. That is one way that they can grow into the food and grocery sector without creating a completely new business unit, such as Amazon Restaurant. After their transformation event, GE has been able to realign with their long-term strategy of quality instead of speed and quantity, which was a point of failure for their GE Digital. Looking at the digital maturity of each company, both companies are maturing because they use advanced technology and they focus a lot on innovation. Amazon, for example, has a culture of innovation and spends a lot on R&D. For example, right now, they're really focusing their research and development on autonomous delivery robots. On the other hand, GE also invests a lot in innovation in order to stay relevant, and they're known for a lot of advanced technology in their products. Using analytics to make personnel decisions. As we discussed last week, analyzing using AI can be biased. And so I was very intrigued when I found that Amazon had to disband a previous hiring tool that used AI, and it would score candidates because it was biased against women. The algorithm was created based off of previous resumes and previous hires, and a lot of those hires and employees were men. So the system taught itself to favor men. Similarly to last week as well, Amazon said that the recruiters would look at the recommendations from AI, but ultimately rely on the people to make the decisions. However, GE is not using as much analytics for personnel decisions. They still want to focus on the face-to-face interviews, and they get involvement from each level. So potential hires have multiple interviews with different managers, different people from different departments, and it's almost fully based on the human interaction. So key takeaways and learnings from each company. With Amazon, one practice that I would use is their use of innovation and common use of technology. Their company started with technology in mind, and technology is at the core of everything they do. They are able to compete with other large giants such as Walmart through their innovation and looking ahead. One practice I would use from GE is similarly being able to be flexible and innovative. They are an older company and more traditional. However, they've stayed relevant because they have recognized the shift towards technology, and they were flexible enough to start changing their business practices to accommodate that. One practice from Amazon that I would avoid is such as with Amazon Restaurant. They can rely on their massive size and brand reputation too much, and a lot of technology companies can lose touch with their employees and the people when they're so large. And so one thing is to just always act like you are a startup, not always like a $1 trillion company, in order to keep in touch with every person at your company and that your company interacts with. One practice that I would avoid from GE is trying to innovate all at once. Even though they're a traditional company, they are moving towards technology, but it has to be a long-term strategy. versus trying to become digital all at once for such a large company is very overwhelming and going to cause a lot of problems. These are my sources, and I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate learning from all of you. Thank you so much.